Okay, so this is the system, and what you see here is there's 661 jobs on top, and these are the main menu items. You can see the job details, dictionaries, utilities, backup, exit, and these three are basically changing the database from Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, but I can explain that, but they're pretty much the same thing. And this info button in the old system is basically showing where the database is, like kind of like if you open this you can see that that's what it is. Okay, so I will click on this one first, right, and see what we got there. So when you click on this button, what you have here is like a area. So these areas are very pretty much set. So these are called career areas. It comes from the database, and there will be another menu somewhere to set up these areas in the system. So when we do this, we'll find that, and then we can you will be able to recall that this is the place that we basically display these career areas. When you change these career areas, in the other side the jobs change. Like, okay, now first one is admin business, and then you can see the job title change. On top, note there is a title. It says within group W. When I click to the armed forces, it goes to within group B, group E, like that. So the jobs are basically career areas are grouped under different ones, and they show. The only menu I can see in this one is like if you want to find any of these job titles within group G, for instance, in this system I have to double click. When I double click, you will find this on top, the edit button will get highlighted, right? So let's say for instance I'm going to this dancing teacher, and I'm going to double click on that, and now it will allow me to edit, right? So if I click and edit, press edit, this is where the job get edited. Now it has many details in it, like on top, right? I'll be able to send you all these details one by one, but let's go through this and see what they are. So first one is the job number, and this is the dancing teacher, and there is a GCal section, library reference, and then there's a description written. Now if I click on these menu items, description, nothing happens in this one. If I click on this next one, it says YP calls. It's basically opening up another one called, it says section A, section B, section C, section D. There's nothing much in this section, right? No, it's in the Y, in the section D. There is a detailed CSA minimum of 10 years required. Like, so these sections, basically based on the sections, it shows the details. And adult qualification, there is another description. Okay, save and return to the main job. View qualification is basically for this job, what are the qualification is required. So basically what you see here, these three are from the other menu. So this is the basically the general qualifications, and if I go back again, and this is the adult qualification to become a dance teacher, and then this is to view the qualification that we entered in the previous one. Then you have a button for the important details, generals, adults. YP is for young people, what the young people needs, right, in these menus. And what are the skills needed to become a dance teacher. So you can see there are dedicated, stamina, there are like different skills. needed. So the skills are basically updated from this table, right? And so that's there and exit. Then you have references. So for each job there are references that get updated. That is basically what are the useful references for this job. Australian Ballet School, Australia. So these are like third party references. Similar jobs to a dance teacher, that is actor, wardrobe assistant, teacher music, like that. And then you have these ones are for print in this corner, right? And then you have a interest type. For this job, what are the interest types? These are very specific to this system. We don't have to think much about it, right? Then you have common. Again, these are very specific to this system, so they have to put these values. We don't need to understand what they are. And then young people facts. Again, same. Add subjects. Again, same. Adult facts. Work experience. Health. So for the job there are various other factors that gets updated in this. So for this job, so all these tables needs to be updated and they have related information for a dance teacher here. So that is what it is. Now if I go back is to press the close button here, and then if I go to dictionaries, it has, so all those fields that we enter, let's say skills, you can see here this is kind of the master data entry for the skills, right? So you have a paragraph, code, text. So this will be in a data table somewhere. So you can see this in the view data form or view data as a grid or print. It's the same thing, sort by text, sort by paragraph. They're not that important how you want to sort it, but basically what important is the thing, the list. And you have next buttons here, so you can go to next is to go down, and if I put another one it goes to the end of the file, and add a record. So if I want to add a new record into this list, I can add a record. And yeah, so that's what it is. So I'll go back again to the next case. So if I go to references, you will see the references list. Again the same thing, view data form on top, grid layout, like that. We don't need all these layouts, we just need a list view, that will do. Then we have queries. Again, to enter, again you can have run a query. I don't know what this is, probably we don't need these ones, like this is a functionality, not a data table. So let's not do this, I don't know what it is. So you have views, queries, it got back to the same place. Yeah, and then the main menu. Then there another menu called utilities. So in that you can add a new job. So if I want to create a new job, this is where I create a new job, and then add other job. Same, they call a job, but they will go by with a new tab called other job. I don't know why is that. If they want to copy from a similar job, say let's say dance teacher to a dance instructor, or a something, the data is similar, they can use it. This copy details between jobs will give the copy the job number, this thing, and then all, or then change this and then select. So if you look at this screen, these are the key items related to a job that they were filling, right? And they are coming from a master table somewhere. And another utility, so these are utilities. Delete the job, we don't need this one. So basically we need in this one is the add new job and add other job. I don't know why it's called other job, but that's what it is. Go back to main menu. So we have the dictionaries and we have the job details. In the job details, if we go back and open this again, let's open bookkeeper accounts clerk. You will find this is the key thing. So these ones someone have to enter related to the job. And when the job is get created, it will ask the person to enter these jobs, all these data. So I'm in the edit view now, so that's why you will be in this screen. So let's try to enter a job. So I'll close this, go back to my utilities, and I add a new job, and I will put 9878 custom test. Hopefully this will not break the system. Then you have GCal section. Now these are the things they know, the people who update the system. Library reference, I don't know anything, so I'll just click create new job. Are you sure you want to insert the job? Yes. Please fill in sections, all sections needed. So let's say GCal section is, I will put KW, whatever it is. Library reference, I will just use KW. Hopefully that will work. Create new job. Are you sure you want to create it? Yes. Now you see it came up with the menu that we saw in the edit place to add. No, it went back to the same place. Now after that, I think what they are doing is they are going back to the job details to find out that job, but I don't know where I created a test job. So let me try to find it from here. Test. So that's a search bar down here. Nothing. Okay, so let me see. Let me have a look and see whether we can find my jobs here. I think I put test. Yeah, T. Okay, this must be the. No, it's not there. I don't think it come up until I complete the details. But anyway, so that's basically how this system works. What we need to find out is that in the back end of the database, we will have the structure. Unfortunately, I can't see this database backend, but then there is a table structure that I have given you. In that, we should be able to see the tables in the back. I'll open it and I'll have another look at it and send it to you tomorrow. But this is basically it. So it's not, the key thing is to enter this job data. So if I go again to this edit Australian Public Service, so these fields need to be filled up for a job. Now where these things get filled up, I don't know, because I couldn't find it. I'm just still trying to find it, because add new didn't work. It did not ask for me to enter the details like that I wanted. I'm just wondering whether we have to basically go close and then create a copy details between jobs and I really don't know how that works. View job title table. It has a library references, so probably I added KW as my reference, but I can't find it here. Sort jobs by reference. KW. Yeah, it's there. So that's my job, that one I added down here. Custom test. So that is 9878. Custom test, and it goes to KW. So GCal section is K 9878. 9878. I'll go outside this. Job details. Try to find my name. Custom. Yes, I found it. Edit custom test. Okay, so now I got the job here, but there's nothing here in these sections. This is where now people go and enter the data. So they create the job first, then they open it here in this section, and then they keep adding this data. So that's what they do. So we need to come up with a way to properly organize this like a menu, because we have a left hand side, not this top menu, and then so these menus we can add, and then we can start adding it, but probably we don't we can have these ones for the job as a pop-up. I don't know. We need to see what's the practical way to do this. For we have every job and we can just go and add this data, right? So the best thing is to do the database as is, and then start filling up this data for the job, and then see what we do, like one at a time. Okay. Okay, I'll stop this video. It's around 18 minutes now. Hopefully I will be able to send this through. Okay, bye bye.